Welcome to Keep Trucking Personal, where we invite you to explore the heart and soul of our company, Kivi Bros Trucking. Through engaging storytelling, insightful market updates, and vibrant energy, our podcast reflects our culture, values, and achievements. Whether you're a team member or industry enthusiast, join us to build connections, foster growth, and inspire excellence. Discover why we're more than just a company. We're a community, a catalyst for positive change, and a home for those aspiring to be part of something extraordinary. The pre-trip is complete and engines ready. We're set to hit the road on the Keep Trucking Personal podcast. Let's go.
Welcome to Keep Trucking Personal. My name is Tyler Kivi and I'm your host. So we're right between Christmas and New Year's, and this is a special time. It's a unique time, but it's a special time because we've had Christmas where we've got to be grateful for everything that's come. I know I'm especially grateful for our team, for every truck driver we have, and everyone involved in this industry. So it gave me a lot of time to focus on that and really take it all in and like I said, be grateful and let that humility settle in and just kind of reboot. And moving into New Year's now, it gives us that time to start to build out our plan and have that optimism for 2025 and really focus on success. And that's kind of what, I'd like to touch on a little bit here of what we want to do in 2025, but also look backwards into 2024 and kind of just recap a little bit of that. And then also we have a big milestone coming up for Kivi Bros. We're going to hit 30 years of incorporation. Now, Kivi Trucking has been around a lot longer than that. I was actually just visiting with my Uncle Mark, who's got a lot of documents and old paperwork from when my grandpa was trucking, and we were looking at paperwork from 1947. So there's a lot of years involved in this family tradition of trucking, but specifically Kivi Bros Trucking is coming up on its 30th anniversary, which is really exciting. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that went into that to build 30 years, but we're excited to take this year and make it special. So wanted to kind of look back on 2024 as the trucking industry, even this podcast, right? We've been working on this podcast for a while now, and looking back on what 2024 has meant for this podcast and for establishing it and for the channels that it's allowed drivers to connect with the company, and really not even drivers, but anyone that's involved in the industry, to connect and listen and learn in on what our thoughts are on Kivi Bros Trucking, how we want to design the company, and how we want to support this industry as a whole. Because we really want to bring back the old school, keeping it personal, trucking the way it was built before, and that's what we want to bring it back to. But the industry itself has definitely had a perplexed year for 2024. When you look at the way the market's been, how soft it's been, there's been some crazy weather. We're still dealing with some of that crazy weather, specifically not the weather, but the results from the weather, in states like North Carolina, and the permitting systems even, let alone the infrastructure, how tough it can get. And it's been a crazy year. We've seen a lot of different things in driver tendencies, specifically drivers and what their expectations are and what they're wanting to do, and trying to mold around that. It's just been a really dynamic year, and it's given us a lot of time to build processes and get ready for the next year. Even customers, I'd like to say some customers have done soul searching, because I think the last couple of years really shocked them, and this last year allowed them to find out who their core carriers are. Some of them went after the bottom dollar. Some of them went after service to build out a long-term plan, knowing that what happens if freight gets really tight again? What are they going to do? Are they going to fall victim to the broker board completely, or are they going to build strong, everlasting relationships? And so it's been exciting to see that and to build through that. It's not exciting to have the market as soft as it was. So very optimistic for 2025 and what that's going to do for the trucking industry as a whole. I do believe we're going to start to see capacity tighten on the trucking side, which will allow for the freight, load to truck ratio to increase. And what that means is that as there's more loads to every truck, then we also start to get you can build networks and lanes that make sense, and you're not sometimes so birdshot. You need that balance to be there to be successful in trucking, and I believe that that's going to reestablish itself in 2025, and many of the customers have given that feedback, as well as any type of, you can find documents all over the place that discuss and talk about 2025 and the rejection rates and what capacity is going to look like, interest rates, all of that kind of play into, the success of the year. But we're also looking forward to 2025 for the podcast. It's very exciting. There's, many things that we have on our goal. As always, our focus is to keep trucking personal. We want to make sure we connect to anyone listening and understand what this trucking industry means, what goes into it, what makes it successful. It's not just about Kivi, it's about the industry as a whole. We're really strong believers that this industry is ours, and that anyone involved in this industry has input and a way to influence it for the better. And we just want to make sure that we're a conduit to bring information to any listener, and that can help make them effective. And you look at like what we did in 2024, we were able to inform many people on the hurricane relief efforts that we were trying to do, and the help that we were looking for, and the donations, and every little piece helped. And it was just so impactful to know that, by just spending some time on a podcast speaking about it, that we can help people that may not have had help at all. So knowing that our goal is to keep building this up, keep bringing guest drivers in that have so much experience and knowledge to share, keep bringing internal office staff in that have so much to play in this company, let alone what the industry, navigating forward. And then also to just expose our leadership level, Derek, Dakota, myself, we just enjoy talking about it. It's all we've done our whole life. So we want to make sure that we become available through this platform. So it's been great. We want to continue to do it one conversation at a time. So moving into Kivi Brothers and the 30-year milestone, it's huge. It's kind of hard to fathom. Like I said, I was just looking at paperwork that was showing the trucking in my family's been around since the 40s. There's pictures, black and white, and you look at them, and sometimes it's just hard to believe. Not only is the equipment so different, right? Single axle trailers, single axle trucks, old cab overs, GMCs, but just knowing that tradition is there and that they were out grinding and pushing through it, kind of just like 2024 was, right? It was a grind. Everybody had to work hard. Nothing came easy. You had to deliver above and beyond. Service level expectations were raised. You weren't able to just get by at a subpar level. You had to perform at your best all the time because all eyes are on you. But knowing that they went through all that without any of the technology we have, without any, it's exciting to know that I'm a part of that tradition and to keep carrying it on. So we do expect to do a lot of talking about that this year. We expect to invite everyone in to, help celebrate with us, and for any driver that's with us to know that, we've hit 30 years. It's a big deal. So we plan on spending a lot of time, unpacking that this whole 2025. But it also is a big testament to our leadership, to our team, to our drivers, have the belief in us that we're able to do this and to keep, coming back to us on a customer level. There's a lot. So thank you to everyone that's been a part of this and helped build this company to what it is today. So look forward to that. One of the other unique things that I published not too long ago was a motivational episode. For me, I really enjoy those type of podcasts. I watch YouTube on it. I read books on motivation and how to be the best version of yourself, because I really do believe it's important. And it's really a mindset for me, energy you carry. You set the tone and you have impact on other people's lives, even when you don't think you do. And sometimes we also need to motivate ourselves just to make sure that we, as a driver, you get a lot of time, a lot of windshield time, a lot of thinking time. So sometimes you need to reframe your mindset. And those short little, the one that was just put out was 7 minutes. That short little 7-minute podcast, for me, you leave after one of those and you're excited. Like, what can I accomplish? What can I do? And, I know I get a lot of desk time. So sometimes staring at a computer gives me that same feeling of I need something to boost me. I hope that it does the same thing for drivers. And I hope I get more feedback and continuous feedback from drivers on what they'd like to hear about, or maybe there's a specific thing going on in their life, they'd like to have something kind of tailored towards. I really want to keep building a library that you can go to and use it whenever you need it. And that's the good thing about motivational episodes is there's no expiration date on them. You can keep listening to them. You can keep listening to them. You can build on it and help set anyone up for success in 2025. So I encourage you to take some time, like I said, 7 minutes, listen to those motivational episodes as I continue to make more as well, motivational episodes, and help yourself. Let me help you. Let anyone at this company help you get through what you're going through, because trucking's not easy, and we want to make sure that we don't hide that. We want to give you the tools and resources to move through it. So definitely check those out, share them, give some feedback if you've got anything. And maybe it's just a small little nugget. For us, it doesn't matter. Any information that you have is valuable. So as I close, this isn't a short episode. It's really the in-between time for us and trying to recharge and make sure every driver's got their home time and they're able to recharge. And I think we've done a great job of that. And I'm excited for 2025. So, thanks to everyone and their hard work, dedication, the spirit you bring, the energy, like I said. Let's take the lessons that we've learned in 2024. Let's build on them for an even better 2025. And like I said, if you have any feedback, not only on motivational episodes, but any of these episodes or any type of topic that you would like us to unpack, because it's starting to get real fun. People are really getting into the podcast. Our listens continue to keep climbing and climbing and climbing every week, which is exciting. More and more people are getting involved that we want to hear from you. So call us, text us, email, share, comment. We will get that feedback, and I look forward to it. So let's make 2025 a year of growth and some positivity and success. Happy New Year to you and your loved ones. Let's keep trucking personal and make this next chapter our best one yet. Take care.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Keep Trucking Personal. We appreciate you taking the time to explore the heart and soul of Kivi Brothers Trucking with us. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review to let us know your thoughts. Tune in next time as we continue our journey together, diving deeper into what makes us a community, a catalyst for positive change, and a home for those who aspire to be part of something truly extraordinary. Until then, keep trucking, and we'll catch you on the next episode.